and gentlemen, this is Battlegrounds. We're at the final. If you're ready for this battle, make some noise! Unfortunately, we couldn't make this battle happen last event, so we had to run it back for this one. It's exciting. Battler to my left, introduce yourself.
It's Dissident, aka Diz Don't Miss. Check me out on all platforms.
Let's hear some noise for Dissident! Battler to my right, introduce yourself.
It's fucking Driz, aka Driz the Riddler. You know the sound.
Let's hear some noise for Driz!
Come on.
Right, we flipped off camera. Dissident opted for Driz to go first. We're about to get into it. What's the #1 rule for Battlegrounds?
Shut the fuck up!
Round 1 on Driz. Let's get it.
Look, I don't know why you speak like that. You sound retarded.
Time.
I'm joking, my guy. I got way more rhymes for this guy that looks like a Rasta and a Nazi at the same damn time. Look, I didn't choose him for an easy battle. I chose him because I heard he's easily rattled when verbally dismantled about those braids that his secret boyfriend uses as handles when he fucks him and slaps him across the batty with a sandal. Look, I don't know why I'm battling you, bitch. I'm tired of this shit. Please, bless, stop asking me to battle these dead beats with dead beats. And this one's got a wank haircut. Bro, them nose hairs are the only thing I'm seeing when I stare up. Like, I could press a clit softer than I'm pressing you and make a pussy spray harder. No one's ever gonna know you like I'm probably never gonna know my father. And you may be very tall, but so were the buildings that got blown down on 9/11, you fucking fool. Trying to battle me? Are you having a laugh? Ada, my dear, you look like a fucking avatar.
Let's hear some noise for that round! Round 1 on Dissident. Let's go.
So happy it's going to be a good battle. Right. Last battle, I took my first L and my win streak ended. So I went back to the pen. Only a full stop kidding my sentence. I said, bro, let me cook. Cold with the service. I call this one vengeance. It's just a shame that I'm serving it to you. And I'm a little bit sorry that I've penned this. But because of you, this battle was delayed for 2 months. I get that your nan died. But as far as I'm concerned, both cunts. Your girlfriend also broke up with you. That's war on all fronts. But how many times did I feel sorry for you? Not once. See, I know a lot about you, Myrig. Even how to pronounce your name.
Guy. For once, yeah.
I also know that you and your mate Ruben did YouTube back in the day. Used to upload parkour videos, and I have to say, first time I've seen a free runner jump a 5-foot wall and then limp away. While the video plays royalty-free dubstep music, but you turned up the gain so that not only my eyes, but my ears got raped. Cheers, mate. Whole experience was AIDS. Speaking of AIDS, little birdie told me that you fucked around and caught an STD. I also heard you owe a bit of pee to your drug dealer. I'm surprised he's still alive. He owes him like 1 or 2 G's, which makes it such a shame that you didn't win the prize money. Patting up. Same thing I said to N3D. He's another shitty artist who gave his ex the D. Actually, Tallulah. If you're watching Tallulah, I'd do ya. But our styles ain't matching. I don't fit your typing guys, shit at rapping and trapping. Time.
Let's hear some noise for that round, people!
Listening to you on the mic makes me want to pull up my car keys, grab some car keys and stab you in the neck like some sort of Mr. Miyagi. Look, You're about as useless as a piece of corn, shitting out the same whack sound, trying to be the blackest motherfucker in your countryside town. Wearing them looks like a trophy. I wonder how many filtration stations it would take to filter out that much cultural appropriation. See, like, I'm gonna put a dent in your head when I diss you, Dissident. I ain't done any research, but I can tell that you're a freak just by the way you wear your t-shirts. And I heard that you're a chef. Well, I'm a chef too. And if we work together, then I think I'd have to chef you, like. Imagine this dirty motherfucker serving food on your plate after scratching and itching his balls all day. It's a fucking disgrace. Time.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's hear some noise for that round, people. Second round on Dissident. Let's get it.
Your music is deader than your uncle. And he was hanging from his neck in the shed with a belt buckle. Your music is still worse. Words must be cursed, they put me in a suicidal struggle. Could be part of the reason your uncle gave his neck a cuddle till he couldn't flex a muscle. Go on, clench your knuckles. But swing at me and I'll make you stumble and turn you multi-coloured like your name was Mr. Tumble. I'm joking, your music didn't kill the man. Plus, if you look at the timelines, it doesn't add. I mean, he killed himself before you were shit at rap. So the real reason must be more sinister than that. I'll say it plain and simple. Your uncle was touching you up before you had pimples. Go to pick something up, he'd grab your batty dimples and take your ass to town like a drummer with his cymbals. If only your dad was in the picture, think of his reaction. He'd come round with a pump action while you were getting pump actions. It's a shame Tommy Brown ain't here. I've got to do some maths quick. It ain't odd your dad was at the equation before you were even added. But the sum of his subtraction plus your uncle's multiple occasions with you as the bottom fraction made you a square kid with a rooted music passion and doomed to repeat the pattern. Simplified. You'll grow up to be a nonce as well, like your name was Michael Jackson. Time.
Let's hear some noise for that round, people!
Bless, man. I can't even be bothered to battle this diplodocus looking ass bitch. Brother, you take the R out of dreadlocks. And for any dyslexic people in the room, that means he's got deadlocks. Take a look. Take a look in the mirror, see the truth in my bars. You're a batty man with sweaty hands trying way too hard. In this land of battlegrounds, you're a tourist with a map. So get a haircut and a clue and stop this cultural crap with shit raps. Cause guys, this guy calling me Mexican is like me calling this guy black. So watch me dissect this dickhead named Dissident and dissipate that ego that you don't deserve. Cause G, I think doing blackface would be more culturally appropriate. Time. Yeah, man.
All right, let's say some noise for that round, people! Final round! Yo, final round on Dissident. Let's get it.
Right, let's talk about your music, shall we?
Yes, please.
This guy's described every single way to smoke weed, but that don't make you clever. You're a joke if you think burning your money on trees makes you Heath Ledger. But he's a professor with his smoking habits. Even keeps a Heath Ledger. Smokes every morning and every evening because it's his Heath Ledger. This cunt smokes so much he even looks like a spliff. You know when you billy suit and there's some backy hanging out the tip. Which would explain why you always smell like piss and have the ashiest of skin. And the time your uncle passed you round a group of men behind the bins. See, I came prepared for this. You just light a zoot and pray. The irony is, you've never read the Bible, but you've smoked every page. What happens when you smoke every day? You become what's in your ashtray. That's why I'm a breath of fresh air, and you're below average grade. You smoke cabbage every day, I smoke a savage in the cage. That's why you've got vegetables for brains, and I've got rapper in my veins.
Big up.
Remember when your mum kicked you out the gaff because she caught you selling Mary Jane? But does she also know how shit you are at selling cocaine?
Don't sell cocaine, thank you very much.
I mean, you put it in your bar, so that's the only research.
Where?
Anyway, you pursuing a driller has only highlighted that you're a melt. You're a forgettable fake gangster. You don't ring any bells. Time.
Send some noise for that battle, people!
My fucking guy. That was hard to start, man.
I love that. I enjoyed that.
Okay, so we just got done with the Driz and Dissident battle. Do you know what, right? It was entertaining battle, but there's a lot to unpack, and there's I'm sure a lot of different perspectives on the way people can take this. So for me, I'm gonna go to my trusty list so I don't forget anything. Driz for me took that first round. Okay, so I'll give my final score. My final score is Driz took the first round, Dissident took the second two. The truth is, the only reason why I gave those was not the only reason. There are a few reasons, but one of the main reasons I gave the second 2 rounds to Dissident is because Driz's rounds seem really short to me. I think if you are in the battlegrounds and you are ready to go to war, you need to have every weapon at your disposal come in full fire, and that's the way I would have approached it myself. But on that note, I loved his energy. He came with great energy. He had really good, delivery, and the energy between the two lads was great as well. As far as Dissident goes, strong first round, but I would give that to Driz, like I said. And here comes now the controversial part, right? A lot of family death bars, right? About the uncle, about whoever else he mentioned, which, coming from the generation I come from, I'm here for the harshness. I'm here to tear your opponent's head off. But for me, it's got to be done with way more creativity than just shock value. So my only feedback on that would be if you are going to sort of go for those shock value bars that create something a little bit more original around it, is what I would say. But I do have to say also the maths scheme that Dissident come with was hard. There were a lot of wordplay in that little scheme. So based on what I've said there, I will give the W to Dissident on this occasion.
So Dissident versus Driz. I have to say it was a very good battle. But man, I think Dissident won it clean. Mainly because he had the substance with it. Like he just had the catalogue of bars. I personally feel, however, Driz was much more witty and creative. I think he had a different angle. He wanted to go for the entertainment, the comedic value. I laughed. I enjoyed every time he had a bar. Unfortunately, it didn't last long enough for me to be like, oh yeah, this is worthy of winning a battle, because it wasn't. It was too short. And then when you have someone like Dissident that's coming for your throat and is like cussing out your family, and a lot of people will talk about lines. I don't think there's a line in battle rap. I think it's just you don't sign up for a particular set of rules. You're there to battle. Dissident didn't come to play about. He made sure he utilized the maximum amount of time he could have, right? In my opinion, Driz, if he used the same duration of time that Dissident did, Driz would have came out on top. I preferred his approach. I preferred his style. But in this occasion, you came unprepared. Dissident won. I'm going to personally say it was a 3-0 in my opinion. But big up yourselves. You guys have been so consistent throughout. Every single battle, every single battlegrounds you've been here, you done your thing. So big up yourselves. It's a battle I've been looking forward to. But yeah, the win goes to Dissident.
So on this one, it's a tricky one to judge because completely almost different styles where they came with it. For me, Driz, I preferred his delivery. Let's put it like that. But I think Dissident had the better bars. I actually felt maybe like some of them, he was going for the shock value. I think if you had a bit more humour behind that bars, I think you'd have had the crowd on your side. That's why I think that fell slightly off to the side and didn't get the reaction you were probably expecting. But I still think he edged it just. But as I say, Driz, keep on with that delivery, man, because that was quite refreshing. The confidence speaks volumes. Like, do you know what I mean? Don't let it hold you back. Keep coming strong, and And next one, you've got it, I reckon. Big up.
Yo, Tenchu, here at Battlegrounds. I just watched the battle right there between Driz and Dissident. Now, I'm going to give the win to Dissident, like, overall. But I actually think that's on the basis of the fact that I don't think Driz was prepared enough. Like, I actually, look, it might sound controversial, but I actually think he had the better rhymes, like, going through the battle. And had he come with more, I think he'd have took it. But, you know, by default, I think Dissident won based on consistency alone. So I'm giving him the win.
Bless up. It's Gleam. We're at Word of Mouth Battlegrounds. It's a final. We just watched Driz versus Dissident. And I've got to say, I'm going to cut this one short because I've been babbling for the first two. But I'm going to give it to Driz. And the reason being is that I'm just going to 100% disqualify Dissident. You don't ever mention names, my brother. Okay, the nan, the uncle, cool. But you drop that name, and I'm not even going to repeat it, begin with a T or something like that, but that's beyond. That's beyond. Above and beyond, okay? Because you don't want Mr. T to come and flex his jewelry, you know? Bruv, disqualified. Drizzer for me, obviously, bars-wise, I agree with that. Shortness, if he would have just longed that out, seriously, it would have smashed it, but I've got to disqualify him just for that. That's it. Sorry, from the street, gospel. Fuck you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Battlegrounds. We're at the final. If you enjoyed that battle, let's hear some noise. I'm so glad we got to do this battle. Both MCs went for it. Judges had a little chat. And they have given the win to Dissident! Let's make some noise for the battle, people, come on!